So Terry, you'll have to dial in separately.
Yeah, I'm just jotting numbers down. All right.
Hey guys, we're just if you're tuning in, we're just connecting to the studio.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound.
Appuyez sur le 0 pour choisir français.
Holy fuck.
Your participant ID followed by pound.
We're live.
Otherwise, just press pound to continue.
We're live, Terry.
Please. You are in the meeting now. There are 3 participants in the meeting. You have been put on hold by the host.
Hey, can you hear me?
The host releases
I can hear you
hold.
fine.
You're part of our show too, buddy. Right?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're ready to roll. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay, standing by, please.
Okay. Do.
The following program may contain adult language and mature subject matter and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Reality Radio 101, its advertisers and sponsors, or its listening audience. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
So, we lost you,
I
Gary.
don't hear nothing. Yeah, I just went for a shit, didn't it? Sounds like it. I can hear you guys, but I can't hear
Good
the
evening
station.
and welcome to the
Here we go.
HeikaDelic Show with your host, HeikaDelic, right here on Reality Radio 101. To get on board, dial 905-725-1907. Toll free in North America, 1-866-905-7325. Worldwide, 1-866-656-5477. Send us an email right now. Our email address is instudio101@gmail.com. And now, right to your host of the HeikaDelic Show, Mr. HeikaDelic.
Hey, good evening, pal, and good evening, friends and co-hosts out there. This is freaking awesome. There's only one problem from doing the show at home is, Gary, I can't see the red light from here. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Let me
The
tell you
red
something.
studio light.
Let me tell you something funny about that.
What's
The
that?
last show that was on, I just mentioned it to him. When I introduced them, I hit
Yeah.
the red light like a fucking moron, right? and I looked over and I said, "What did I just hit that button for?" Right? So
Just
I'm
out of
so
habit.
used to- Yeah, it's a habit.
That's funny, man.
Yeah. Welcome, guys.
Yeah,
Holy hell. This is, I don't know what happened with the whole 9:30, 9:15 thing, but yeah, we are running late. There was some confusion on some time, I guess, but we're all here.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
I think, Gary, I'm not sure how you got that feedback, but Terry and I were talking about in Heiko about this concept that because shows run into each other and sometimes with setup, by the time we get a beer in our hand and we get the audience kind of settled down, we're at about 9:30 p.m. So we came up with a caption, "Let's get dirty by 9:30," right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
so we have T-shirts coming out, by the way. So that was kind of that. And I guess for all you folks listening on Reality Radio 101 and Facebook on our HeikaDelic Show page, as well as now the new YouTube page, we're just, in the midst of working out some technical stuff. We're on a streaming platform on Facebook, and we're trying to sync that with Reality Radio's communication. So, but anyway, we're trying to clean that up. So we'll get that done over time. So give us some feedback. I see Jamie already said, get our shit together. So we're working on that.
Well, we're trying.
How'd it go, Jamie?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a whole new experience, man. It is definitely frustrating trying to do what we were doing before, but kind of being thrown into all a mixture of technology with like newer and older, and just it is a frustrating thing because we just want to be able to bring the show to everybody via Facebook like we were doing and Reality Radio like we were doing and grow it together, right? So it's just a matter of working through some pains and figuring it out together, right? So we'll get there. We'll definitely get there.
Yeah.
So beyond that, what's up with everybody? How's everybody doing?
Oh, I just been smashing my face full of turkey the last couple of days.
Nice. I didn't have any turkey. I really
Actually had turkey and stuffing and gravy for breakfast this morning.
Nice. That's the breakfast of champions right there.
Yeah. And then
Oh, fuck.
I had to have a beer shortly after that just to make me feel better. So
Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're going to go all out with a turkey dinner for breakfast, you might as well add beer to it, too. I mean,
well, we
why
had
not?
beer right after anyway, so shit. You do it in the morning, you go, okay, I'm doing it.
I was just laughing at this comment on Facebook, Jamie saying, "Who are you calling? Settle down." When Ringo was saying about we get in around 9:30, everyone settle down. Well, it apparently ain't Jamie. He's like fucking just ripping now. He's ready to rock and roll.
I don't think our fans settle down at all. They got to be a little bit cranked up to listen to us jokers.
Yeah, pretty much, and probably not quite right like us as well, right? Yeah, that's why we don't get along so well.
Yeah, we're a little off center, I guess you would call it.
Right.
So,
anyways, just as far as all our great listeners on reality radio, just to say hi. Sorry about all the messed up shit that's went on the last few weeks. We're trying to pull it together. This hasn't been an easy transition, and we're getting there. We're just glad you are still there, and same with our Facebook family that we're building here now. Which, if you are listening on reality radio, by all means, go throw a like on our Facebook page. And Ringo's actually been working on our website, which he just managed to get up and running today. Did you not there, Ringo?
I did. So if you go to the HeikaDelicshow.com, you should find us on the internet now. So we have, it's going to take a couple of days for us to hit all the spots and get ranking in Google. But if you go directly to www.HeikaDelicshow.com, all one word, you should get our new Facebook page. And we're, so that's the foundation of it. That's up right now. There's a few things under construction. We're going to have live video feeds to it, all kinds of other cool stuff. But it's a start.
So if you say all one word and you have a dot in there, do you actually hit a dot or do you put in DOT?
So once again, for those who can't
that's what you do, Heiko.
grasp the English language out there, hang on, www. That's a period. Dot. The HeikaDelicshow.com. So it's HeikAlic, like lick, and then show.com. So there you go.
Perfect.
So if you put that whole stream in with the www. You'll get there immediately. If not, you may have trouble finding it for about 3 days, because the way all of that works is once you launch, it's got to merge with our .ca site as well. We do have a .ca. And then it's also set up to embed in Google in the next few days, so that all you have to do is put in the HeikaDelicshow.com or .ca, and it'll go right there. So
awesome. Right. And what other good news that we have for our fans?
Right. So actually, Heiko, we announced it on Facebook on Thursday, but we have not actually announced it yet to reality radio. So why don't you do the good news?
Yeah. Well, people have been bugging us forever, and even for the studio, it's a great idea to have us on every week. So as of today, we will be on the HeikaDelic Show every Monday night. How's that?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, so if you aren't sick of us yet, well, that might change. We'll see.
Yeah.
Every Monday, every Monday we'll be on around 9:15 like normal. But like Ringo said earlier, by the time everyone gets settled in with a beer or whatever your taste is, then we'll be on we'll be in around 9:30 where we're all gonna get dirty.
Yeah. We'll work on that time thing a little bit, because 9:15 is a goofy time. 9:30 does sound like probably the way we're going to go, because there's always that extra 10-15 minutes after the show before us, right? Where we've got to scramble and get things all set up. So it's kind of hard for people if we're always 10-15 or even 20 minutes late. Right. So we might do that. We'll chat about it.
So, and we'd like to also thank Gary at Reality Radio for offering up that extra show spot for us, because that puts us on every week, so we're consistent, and we've been growing our listenership, and Gary's played a big role in helping us get there, and obviously reads the emails. He does a lot more behind the scenes, and
he's our hero.
Yeah, he's okay.
Right.
He's all right.
He's the man.
So,
well, hey, speaking of that, thank you very much. I love you guys. We'll get this all happening.
Well, I kind of owe you for being so pissed off earlier,
got
but
emails.
it wasn't
All
you.
right, let him rip, buddy.
Yeah, go for
Well,
it.
Derek, whatever, writes in. He says, "Hey guys, Derek from Hell, Norway. Congrats on the weekly spot. Just shows you can BS your way through anything. Just joking. Really, I'm happy for you guys." He goes,
Thanks, Derek.
Is tonight the night we have MCM and Toe play live? Okay.
Absolutely not.
And
Oh, wait a minute. I do have a guitar back there.
his
Fuck,
third
hang in
paragraph
here.
goes on. Back in the late '90s, I pretty much went to the Canadian Ballet Weekly and collected featured dancers, pictures, and posters. This night we are at Bunny's in Markham. This dancer was dubbed the Bottle Queen.
Nice.
This fine young lady would grab random bottles and squat on them up to 3 at a time. My buddy Mike thought it would be a good idea to drink out of the bottles. After she did that, and she did one of her finest spread eagles on his beer, he ended up with a yeast infection.
Nice. Oh, I was just gonna say that's gonna end poorly. That is so ending poorly. Wow. I dig that story. That's pretty awesome. And by the way, you are right. You know, if you're good enough, you can bullshit your way through anything. That's why we're here. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Oh, wait,
Did you
sorry,
say from
Derek.
Norway? That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Well, Karen writes in and she says, "Hello, guys. Sounding good. Listening to you guys from Wichita, Kansas. Love the show. Hope you're staying healthy and not too bored in your homes." That's from Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you so much, and thank you for tuning in, Karen. That's wicked.
And Jen from New York City writes in, and Jen says, "It's been horrendous here in New York City because of the COVID-19 virus. However, we need some laughs. I've told my friends about your show. I'm so glad to hear right now that all of you are going to be on every Monday night. Congrats on that. We love you." That's from Jen,
Thanks,
New York
Jen.
City.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jen. That means so much to us.
I remember Jen. She listened to a show before, too. I remember her name.
Okay, very good. And Mike from Toronto writes in, and he says, "Hey, guys, just wanted to say hello, hoping you're drinking properly," whatever that means, Mike. And,
I don't know what that means either.
yeah.
We're not spilling any.
Yeah. So,
Well, that's alcohol abuse anyways, and we don't tolerate that shit on HeikaDelic show.
no, for sure. And just sounding good from Toronto. Love you guys. Glad to hear you're going to be on every week. Then he goes, "P.S. It doesn't matter if you're on at 9, 9:15, or 9:30. We love you. We'll follow you whatever time you start." That's from Mike.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks,
Wow,
Mike.
thank you so much. That's
We're
killer.
all sending hugs and kisses out to you.
Yep. Yeah, we're putting a lot of work into this. It's gotten very frustrating because we want to get back to actually supporting what we have been supporting for a while now, which is live music and up and coming artists. But we just haven't got the technology kind of working in our favor yet. But that's the plan. So we apologize for not having the tunes and the stuff we normally do. We're working on it. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So
It's all
yeah, this is I'm still blown away by all of this. So it is frustrating, and just trying to we'll get it. We'll get there. I'm just glad everyone's being patient because I know everyone understands that we're all in this together, regardless. And just
So-
get through it. And you know what? If you're listening to us for some laughs, I'm glad we can give that. So that's wicked.
Well, when we first got the announcement that the studio was closing down, I was going, "Oh my God, what are we going to do?" Thank God for technology, right? We're here. Our fans are still here. People are listening. It's great.
Absolutely, and we're happy that they're all still here. And I mean, realistically, we're all kind of stuck at home anyway. So let's just be stuck at home together when we can and enjoy it and have a few laughs, have a few beers. Yeah, let's do this shit.
Speaking of beers and speaking of tunes, could you cue up a tune over there? Is that good to go or what?
I can't right now because I've been trying. Yeah, we're still.
Let me try it. So, Tara, it's the
The what?
the band that does.
He's rambling.
Yeah, the band that does that.
What?
The drinking song.
Ringo's rambling.
The drinking song?
Yeah, drinking song. Yes. You got that handy?
Who's that by again?
If we're gonna do that, then fuck, I might as well get involved in this too.
Who does it, Terry?
I already got one on the go. I don't care.
Who does it?
I have a drink in my hand, ready to go.
Why are you queuing it there, Ringo?
I
Is
can
that
if
what's
you
happening here?
if you tell me.
Well, fuck, let's go.
So
Start holding this up, man.
what's
Okay.
the what's the name of the
All right,
band?
people,
I'll do that.
Everybody,
Derek, tell us what the name of the band is for the drinking song.
it's the Banana Split.
All right.
I don't know what just happened there, but I'm ready to drink. So, I know what he's doing. I can see the wheels turning in his head because I'm looking at him on screen. So
Yeah.
he's working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to pull it up somehow. And if you're on our Facebook, you're seeing this too.
No, you're not seeing anything actually.
I don't know if I want to wait to open my beer for him to find it.
Just go for it.
I'm
Because I'm waiting too. So
A
Well,
lot of our fans must be thirsty too.
no, it's
yeah,
right
I'll
here.
tell you. What's he?
So,
You got it already or what?
Yeah, I might get a YouTube commercial.
I get you great commercial. Perfect. I should just say your fucking song. I haven't.
Well,
never
you
thought of
can
that
definitely
till
do that, but that's enough to get me drinking.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's good enough. I'm out. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay, cheers, everybody. Here we go to another day at the HeikaDelic
Yeah.
show.
Woo.
I do miss the drinking song, and then as much as I hate it, I kind of miss it. It was, so we'll have to get that back.
So drinking's become a bit of a pastime for a lot of people right now, including myself. So,
Yeah, I know. I've never seen you drink so much in my life.
yeah.
And that's not to say you're hammered all the time. You just have never been. Every time we go out, half the time you don't have much of anything.
That's because I have to drive your
And now
drunk
we've
ass
sat on
home.
here how many nights and drank together because we got nothing else to fucking do.
That's right. Yeah. On the
Well,
door.
I just had one of our greatest fans, Keisha, text me. She goes, "I want a drink already."
Well, let's get going, Keisha. Come on now. Let's go.
I just opened my beer and took a drink, so don't worry about the song. We'll figure that out.
Absolutely.
Maybe Gary might find the song for us. Who knows? But right now, open your drinks and drink. Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
everyone. Hells yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny here? People are driving up my street going, "What the fuck's going on? It's Easter, and I got my Christmas lights on."
Do you really?
I do, man.
So you just leave them up all year round, so you don't have to put them up and take them down every Christmas?
No. I put them up and down. It's just I'm not going to go out when it's shitty weather to take them down. So I got them on a switch, and I thought today, poof, turned them on.
Well, there was like this huge campaign going where they wanted people to actually put their Christmas lights up again, just because of the whole COVID-19 and everything being so kind of doom and gloom. Lights would help maybe, pick people up a little bit, right? Which I get it, but I'm not going to go fucking decorate my house for Christmas. That's for damn sure. I don't decorate my house at Christmas. I ain't going to do fucking now.
Did you say desecrate your house or decorate?
What's that?
Nothing.
You're being a wise ass, aren't you?
I said desecrate.
Oh, desecrate, I ain't going to do fucking now. Desecrate my house. It's already desecrated. I live here.
Right on.
I got a
Desecrated enough.
surprise for you guys.
Yeah.
What you do?
Yeah.
Gary has a surprise. Does everybody have to put their drink in their hand?
Yeah, put your drink in your hand.
Okay.
All right.
I got it.
Okay, you guys got it?
I got it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
La la la.
And Garrett, can you do me a favor? Can you throw up a good fart sound for me? I haven't heard one of them in a while either.
Let me grab my phone. Hey, guys.
Oh my God.
Yes. The button that you press by accident sometimes when you're supposed to play the beer drinking song.
Right. Because, exactly.
My phone. Hey, guys.
Yeah, I missed that sound. Yeah. I actually, I don't know if you've seen Facebook today, but I posted on our Facebook page that this dude, I don't know what big box store he was working in. It looked, I wouldn't say it was Walmart, but it looked like that size of store. And he's standing there and he's got the phone near his ass. And I don't know who did it, but it was brilliant because they added the fart effect they added in there, and then the reverb on it was just brilliant. I sat there and had tears in my eyes and laughed so hard watching this over and over again because that's how old I am, okay? So fuck you and don't judge me. Yeah, so if you want to hear what I'm talking about, go to our Facebook page, put a like on it, and check that out.
Yeah. One comedian said it the best, and I think it was George Carlin. He said, farts are fun, farts are for kids, farts are shit without the mess.
Exactly. But with that being said, sometimes they can end in a mess. Just saying. Yes. Yeah. You know, just saying.
Hey, Gary, those are pretty good farts.
I might have thrown out a few pairs of underwear in my day.
Yes. What, Johnny?
Those are pretty good farts in the background.
Yeah, these guys. Okay, so let me give you a few. Okay, tell me what you
Okay,
like.
let's do this.
Part number one. Okay.
Nice.
That's from a very uptight person.
Oh, wow, that was a quick one. Yeah.
Part number three.
Oh, that could have been messy.
Part number four.
Oh, that's the one under pressure. Nice.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
On his girlfriend after she leaves.
Perfect.
We're reduced to farts.
Hey, Terry.
Yes.
Keisha says you need to open up a fart book account.
I agree. That is
You
a
know what
real
that's
thing,
from?
is it not? That's from Letterkenny. Absolutely, that's from Letterkenny.
Yeah, got it. I like you even more now because you watched that show.
I love that fucking show. But you know what? You know what show I'm actually watching now? It's not a comedy, oddly enough, because I'm usually into comedy stuff. I'm a huge fan. And if anybody's out there watching this, is Vikings. Holy fuck, I love this show. I'm so addicted to this show. Oh, dude. Yeah. I stayed up last night watching like 4 episodes of this, knowing I had to be up in the morning, but I didn't care. I had beer in my hand, watching Vikings. Fucking killer show.
I have it all. I just haven't watched it yet. But I have.
Oh, dude.
Yeah?
It is unbelievable. Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. And so many all the actors and actresses they have in that show is just, they blow my mind. It's just phenomenal. I love it. Yeah, really. Yeah, well, the one lady that plays in that show, she's absolutely stunning. She's actually Canadian. She's from Toronto. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and I just can't think of her name at the moment. Shit, but amazing actress, and she plays a huge role in that show, and just killer. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. I'll probably have to watch that one on my own because it's pretty gory, isn't it?
Yes, it's very gory. It's very violent, but there's hot chicks and titties in it. So I mean, you just really can't go wrong. It's kind of got everything. Oh my god.
I've been watching one called Altered Carbon. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
What's it called? Altered Carbon?
Altered Carbon. It's kind of a little bit fictiony, right? Because you have your skin is like your body. Like in a video game, you have your skin is what they call is what you look like, right? Right. So your carbon-based form has the body, but then you have the mind, and the mind is implanted on a chip in the back of your neck. So if you get shot and killed, your body dies, but if they take your chip out and put it in another body, you still live.
Right.
It's in a different skin. Very cool show.
That's it. Where's that on you're watching? Is that on like the Android box or Netflix or some shit?
No, it's just if you probably put it in on a search, you'll find it. Like on Netflix or something. It's
I'll have to check that out.
Shit, I'm trying to think of where it comes up. Let me see. While you talk, I'll find it on
So
here.
it's on Netflix. I think. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, Johnny is on, my drummer just jumped on. Yeah, so the girl I was talking about is Catherine Winnick, and she is absolutely stunning. And she's the one that's on Vikings.
Okay.
I think she was on the Geek Show.
No fucking way, really. I love
Wow.
her. She's amazing. You know, she's trained, like she's got like black belts in a couple different martial arts, and she actually has her security license to be a bodyguard and shit as well. Which shows in the show. I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with her. That's for damn sure. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. But gorgeous and amazing. I thought about that. I actually thought about that. No, she's amazing. Actually, she's from Toronto, and just she's awesome. But the whole cast and crew on that show, the guy that plays Floki, Bill Sarsgaard, if you know that name, he actually played Pennywise in It, which is awesome. Yeah, that's the same. He's in that show too. Amazing character he plays in that show. Great job. So yeah, awesome show. Check it out if you haven't watched it. But thanks for that, Johnny. I appreciate that. Cool. Johnny, I'd love her to beat me up. Yeah. Unfortunately, it'd probably be beyond recognition, so you may not enjoy it as much, especially if you've seen Vikings. Yeah. Excuse me. Whoa.
So Gary,
You hit me with that from here.
Gary, I'm just checking the audio out on the other socials that we're streaming to right now. It's actually exactly in sync. So this is actually pretty good. I think I'm watching Terry's lips move, and it seems like it's in sync.
Yeah, it is. I've checked it out as well.
Yeah.
So how are you sitting there? Are you using a speaker there, Ringo?
Yeah, I've got my phone. My phone's on speaker, but yeah, I've got a blue mic right next to it, and it's got some interesting settings, like you can pick up digital. So it's coming in loud and clear from everyone, including when Gary chimes in on an email or something. So maybe we just go with this. So because our biggest,
I'm cool with that.
Our biggest issue, what we've been trying to eliminate, is get the sound bumped up for call-ins and stuff, but so that we could stream out too, right? So we've got a lot of listeners on reality radio, but now our Facebook fan base is increasing.
It's growing as well.
And we've
so
done
the last thing we wanted to do is drop out the Facebook.
Right.
So we were trying desperately to make it all work somehow.
Yeah, and it just increases our listenership.
And Ringo's a little stressed out. We've had a bit of a stressful last week over this, so yeah. But he seems to be looking a little better right now.
I'm a lover, not a fucking compiler geek. So it's I've been trying to figure out all this shit. And the last thing I like to do is read instructions, right? It's like, well, go to this link. You can find out more about go fuck yourself. Okay. Because ain't going to be me. So we need to get this shit on the move.
That link.
We need an IT.
I've never ever seen a link where it just says go fuck yourself. Oh.
Here, I'll send you one right now.
Never.
I will.
Oh, great.
Let's get you one, Ter.
Nice. I know what it's
Ringo. Called fuckology.
Do you?
Fuckology? Yeah. Explain this. What is fuckology?
I don't know. It's just, I think it's on Instagram or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called fuckology. They say some pretty funny stuff.
Nice.
There's a link down there. I think there's a link on your
screen.
screen.
I have to research fuckology because now I need to know all about it.
Yeah.
Tara, there's a link just at the bottom of the screen there for you.
So you can't see this, Ringo, but remember we were showing you the scrolling shit at the bottom of the screen on Facebook? Well, he's got www.gofuckyourselfcode.com, and it's coming across the bottom. Wasn't that feel the love? Well, I asked where it was. Now I got it. I'll punch that in later.
Yeah.
And no doubt it'll probably take me to Ringo's Grindr site. Oh, lovely.
Which one?
Which one? Yeah, he's got many profiles on Grindr. Beauties.
So I'm going to go just because it's new. Check out our website.
Yeah, actually, you should bring it up for everybody on here. It's good. Ringo's been working hard on this, so he's done a good job. Still lots he wants to get done to it. We'll be adding to it. So, and I think we'll be streaming onto it as well if we're not already.
But no, we're not streaming onto it yet. But we.
But I know,
certainly
I
can.
think you were saying eventually, so if you don't use Facebook and you want to see the stream, you will eventually be able to see it there as well as YouTube once we get that all up and running.
So if
But if
you're
you're on
on,
Facebook right now, you're seeing it.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a concern with people that are on Facebook right now. They said that my lips aren't moving.
no,
Well, you're an amazing ventriloquist. People don't know that about Heiko. And the thing is, he's got his hand up his own ass. And it's really weird.
Well, you said sit on my thumbs, right? So
Yeah, but not your whole fist.
thanks, pal.
Yeah, thought I'd throw that one in there. Yeah. So if you're unsure of what's happening with Heiko, he's in an area that doesn't have internet. I didn't even think those places existed. So he's Do you have like a dial-up, like like one of the old phones?
Nope, got nothing out here.
soup can and a string. No,
He's using a tin can, right? And with a string into reality radio.
Well, geez,
He's
up
pretty
until
much
last,
Amish, really.
yeah, up until last week we just used pigeons here.
nice.
And you go to the waterfront down the road from your house and throw in a bottle, right? And it was weird. It finally made it to us, and all of a sudden we pulled it out and it said, "Go fuck yourself, Ringo." It was weird. We didn't even understand it, but
I know, eh? Like, where did that come from?
exactly.
Hey, Gary, do we have any more emails?
We do. We have 3.
Thanks.
All right, let's hear them.
Actually, hold on. There's 4. Let me just click this one on as well.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Linda from New York City said, "Hello, guys. Sounding great in New York City. Love you. We will look forward to that concert when Toad and MCM do that live thing in your studio. Very looking forward to hearing that." And that's from Linda from New York City.
Thanks that much.
Madison writes in, "Don't know where Madison is from. Hello, gents. Stay healthy. Love you guys." That's Madison.
Awesome. We love you too.
Well,
Thank
we
you so
love
much for
you
tuning
back.
in. Yeah, that's right. If you were allowed, we'd cuddle with you.
Yeah.
And Mary from Toronto says, hello, 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 sounding good. I am from Toronto. Today I went outside for the first time after 2 weeks. The city still, in fact, looks like a ghost town, even though people are out and about, running around and doing things. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Yes,
And,
thanks to Mary. Absolutely.
And the last one here is from Tracy. Tracy says, hello, I am a new listener from Detroit.
Wow, excellent.
Heard about you guys from a friend of mine who saw you online.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to read here.
that's fine.
It's not clear. Hang on. I think she's asking, do you guys think you will ever do any tours in the Detroit area? And that's from Tracy.
We've actually talked about, I mean, nobody's touring anywhere at the moment, but we have actually talked about that. So, yeah, when everything gets kind of back up and running, who knows? Sky's limits, right?
Ironically,
Why, Tracy, are you offering your front porch as a stage?
Right, yeah. Yeah, we'll just show up and do the show from your front porch. I'm down. I'm totally down.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
so
Yeah, that'd be good.
ironically, and the irony here is certainly not the COVID thing, but the fact that we've been talking about doing a show for a while, and with MCM and Tears of a Deity, and so we finally got one together with both of us and Johnny No Cash for the 18th, which would be next Saturday night at the Music Hall, and and also Chasing Shadows. Chasing Shadows is, I was all stoked about getting to perform just to get to see them again live, because those guys are smoking, right? Young guys in their 20s, and just a killer band. And I mean, really, we should be opening for them, but it didn't happen because of the issues going on with COVID, obviously. But and then of course playing with Johnny No Cash was awesome. I was at the dump last week, and I was kind of hoping to recapture my Tears of a Deity t-shirt.
Fuck you were, Ringo.
So there's a lunchroom office or whatever. Apparently they have it hanging on the wall. Yeah.
So you're gonna sneak in there, try and steal it, were you?
I actually have a couple of them. I bought, I don't know, maybe 4 or 6 of them or something like that. Stole a couple as well, but yeah, I was at the dump one day chucking out some stuff, and it wound up with a blanket that my dog pissed in. So
Yeah,
when I
fuck
chucked it all in
yourself,
the
I've heard
bin,
story.
there's this Tears of a Deity shirt just kind of hanging on the edge of the bin, and it dropped. And these bins, they load them with a loader, so I couldn't get in there. But one of the guys fished it out, and it was all full of sardines and whatever else. And so he said he was going to keep it and put it up in, I guess, the lunchroom out there. So you're getting a lot of good PR anyway out of it, Tara.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wow.
See, the thing is, he said he had, so technically he had 3 of our shirts, right? And so that's fine. Like, you don't need that many. Maybe it's a smaller size. You'd never wear it.
No,
I
covered.
throwing it out. He puts it on fucking display.
I had.
That's dumb.
Well, let's clarify. I had a couple for some friends that might have been, ladies or select gentlemen, and
More like select gentlemen. So
so
carry on.
yeah, and so this one here was the one that I wore actually on one of our shows, or might have been the one we did, Something Wicked This Way Comes, or whatever. But yeah, it wound up in the trash. So sorry about that. But you are getting some PR.
Our good buddy Peter on Facebook just put on here, dogs get blamed for so much shit, eh? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I also like his other comment about Catherine Winnick. I'd use her shit for toothpaste. She's awesome. You are a sick fucker, my friend, but I love you.
This whole T-shirt thing really gets me. You guys talk around. They're like, "Oh, you had 3 shirts. The shirts. The guys are throwing the shirts in the dump." It hurts my feelings because I still haven't got a T-shirt from either one of your bands.
Yeah. So what do you
Really,
think?
I thought you got one the night we played our first show there a few years ago.
Hike, show up at a show.
No,
Show up.
Just tell me your size. I'll give you one.
No, fuck. Show up at the next show.
No problem.
Bring $20.
Yeah, see, that's the difference between Ringo and I. He would charge his own mother for a fucking shirt, okay? And I'm pretty sure he did now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I did
He not
actually.
only charged her, but charged her double.
I think so. I sold her one for $40.
yeah. So she paid for the one that he threw in the dump.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
More than likely. I'll get you a shirt, brother. No worries. I didn't realize you didn't have one.
No, muffin.
I got so many
one
shirts are coming out my ass right now. So yeah, I'll get
I don't want one of those.
what one that's coming out my ass?
No.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get you one that's not.
Okay.
Fuck you got going on here now, Ringo? What are you pulling up? Oh, the radio.
Yeah, I was going to try and zoom
fucking
it, but
website.
I guess with all of that coding I've been doing, I don't even know how to do that. So, but anyway, it's a
we're
good
gonna add
start,
some more
right?
shit to this. That's
Yeah.
what we got to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to link it to your
And
grinder.
our fans that are out there, I know it's great that we are on the air because everybody's stuck at home, bored out of their skulls.
Yes.
You can only watch so much TV. So I
Right.
think they're happy we're here. But it'd be fun to hear from some of our fans on what you guys are doing to, keep yourself from going crazy.
Right, and the thing is, for me too, I really want people, because mental illness is such a big deal right now because of being stuck at home. And I mean, if you're somebody that struggles with any of that stuff, you need to be reaching out if you're having a really hard time. Because that's my concern now. Is I don't want to see any suicide rates go up through all this. Because trust me, this is not worth it, right? So reach out, listen to the show, reach out to us, have a few laughs. That's kind of what we're here for. We may talk COVID stuff, but usually we may put a comical spin on it, not because we're douchebags, just because we understand that we are so bombarded with this shit. So you know what? Let's just have a fucking laugh.
Yeah. And you have to look at.
Well, what I find,
Yeah.
what I find too now is when you put the news on, there are no more news about anything in the world. Everything has stopped. There
Yep.
was only news
Yep.
about COVID. So
Yep.
what happened with everything else? Like, come on, you fuckers. Like, is this it?
Yeah.
No. It's terrible.
It
And
is.
that's why it's hard.
It's depressing as shit, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah,
And-
it is.
I have
For me, I'm fortunate that I still am, working, and then I got a ton of my own stuff that I work on between the HeikaDelic show, the band, and then other stuff I'm working on in my studio here and stuff. So I'm fortunate enough to be able to be focused on other things, and I actually enjoy the downtime because I have time to work on my own stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't. Like there are people that don't have anybody with them. Like my son and I, we live together. We're party animals, so we'll sit up and have beers and chit chat all night, whatever, right? But both of us are working, and he's still doing online courses for college and stuff. So he's focused on stuff. I'm focused on stuff. But there are people out there that aren't, and they're literally just stuck at home alone, and that's horrible. So
Well,
you know what? If you're a listener out there and you dig the show and you need something to do, seriously, go to the Facebook page. You can look up all other shows and just have a few laughs if you're bored and just need something to do. All the shows that we do, if you scroll down, you'll find them all. And they're there.
just
So
click
just
on the
go-
like button while you're there, too. Like,
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
But all our shows, when they like this show tonight, it's on air right now, and as soon as it's done, it will be available on Facebook to watch at any point later. So by all means, if this is something that's helping you, I'm very proud of that, because you know what, this is therapy for me too, to be able to sit here with my buds, even though we're in different places. We're still able to come on and do this, and I always have a blast doing it. So, it means a lot to me as well. So if this show, you dig it, and you want to hear more, you want to hear, some shows that have passed, or you want to re-listen to a show, by all means, go back, check out the Facebook page. It's all there.
And if you're really bored, take our show and share it with your friends and like us on Facebook. And those of you on Reality Radio 101 that tune in on our audio, we do have the streams now on Facebook. So if you have Facebook, go there and like us. You'll get to see our mugs as well as. But it's
Sorry about that.
It's
you don't really want to do that.
No.
Right.
Well, actually, you do, because other than having a body like a Greek god and voice of an angel, we do have some. We do have some.
Yeah, you couldn't even keep a straight face on that. I just fucking seen that. Now he's laughing his ass
I
off.
still remember the very first show that we streamed live on Facebook. The very first message we got from a fan, he said, "Wow, you guys have faces for radio."
Yeah.
Remember that?
No doubt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I totally remember that.
Yeah, we've had some good times on here, and just happy to keep it going through this. I gotta say, gives me something to do, right?
We want to thank our fans though, because we've gotten in the last 2 days, because we put out some posts and we got some campaigns. We have on our Facebook social, we have another 135 likes in just a couple of days. So it's really good, because we're at what, 800 and something on Facebook, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
we're like 860 now. We're slowly getting there.
yeah, and our listeners.
So we'll get there.
Right. So we get a lot we get like post views and stuff like that, a lot of them. So by tomorrow morning it's up like by a couple of hundred. So it's I mean it's something that's growing, and on Reality Radio I think we're at 3,800 solid. So
Yeah, we're getting close to the 4,000 mark on Reality Radio, which is awesome.
right. So
Well, let's keep going.
So
Spread
we-
the love. If you're a listener, like we've been having a lot of you call in tonight or message in tonight saying, you heard from a friend, keep it going, man. Because you know what? If your friend dug it enough to let you know, do the same and go on and just share the love, right? Because we're all here for each other, right? Let's do it.
What's cool too is you can have a HeikaDelic room. You get little groups of people together. I know it's hard now.
Watch
with COVID,
parties.
but
Right.
watch parties.
yeah,
So-
watch parties.
Right. So
But
and
you can do watch parties on Facebook. Facebook as well. So if you go on and you share this as a watch party, you're allowing all your friends on your Facebook to watch it with you. So
Right.
there is that option.
And when you're doing a watch party live, you can actually, I believe you can share your own videos, so you can actually be a live face on the video or the feed as well. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with social media, unless you're embarrassed about, like we have a lot of people that have reached it and, viewed the show. What's amazing, and it's not really reflective because I'm looking at this feed, there's only a handful of people on it, but I guess, and I'm not sure exactly how it happens, but we've got a lot more views. So, they may be sitting back kind of not interacting, right? But so when you go into our Facebook page, you can actually see the show streaming live right now without actually going into that feed and coming on here live. So, but whatever your pleasure is, when you do a watch party, it's a lot more exciting if you've got booze involved and getting naked.
Everything's always more exciting when you got booze involved. I mean, let's face it.
Right.
I'm not saying it's legal, and I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's more exciting.
I'm going to take my pants off right now. Actually, Terry, you can take my pants off.
No, I'm good.
Oh, that's right. This is virtual. Hang on. I'm going to reach out and there we go. Can you see my arm?
I just went on Facebook to look at you guys.
Yeah, this just got real uncomfortable is what it did.
Yeah, it's like Johnny's in a bright room and you're in a dungeon with candles on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look like I'm having a seance here, right? Fuck yeah. You're how I roll.
I love it.
That's right.
That is freaking awesome.
Yeah, man. It's a fucking seance here. I'm trying to, bring in some demons and shit. So, it is what it is.
But you're right. I'm looking at myself. My lips are not moving. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're fucking quite the, ventriloquist. You should take that shit on the road. You could make millions.
I think.
I guess I
And not only are your lips not moving, you're not moving at all, which is impressive because you've been sitting there for a while now.
Yeah, usually my hair flies in the wind, right?
Right.
Oh no, that's when you're farting. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, that's me in the studio ripping one off. I have to laugh because we had our. I think it was the one girl that messaged in earlier from Toronto. I can't remember her name, and she was saying that it was a ghost town there. And I seen something on Facebook I was dying from because if you remember the video that kind of went viral from. I can't remember where it was I think it was over in Europe, where they were out on their balconies playing guitars and all singing together and just very, everyone's kind of come together on this from quite a distance.
Yes.
And I seen this video that come up from Toronto, and it was kind of the same concept, but it was this person out on their balcony, and they were filming what was going on in the streets. But it wasn't everyone singing together. It was more along the lines of you'd hear one guy go, "Hey, fuck you. Hey, shut up. No, fuck you." And it was just people yelling at each other across balconies. It was fucking awesome. I'm like, yeah. And people say Canadians are so fucking nice and happy. Apparently, that's not the case if you stick them in their apartment for too long.
There was one Alana showed me the other day, and it was a lady. She goes out on her balcony in a high rise, and she can sing really good. She's like, oh, like singing like Johnny says, like an angel.
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Don't forget
You
that.
hear the guy yell from the other building.
Yeah, he does like this yell and hits the same note, but he's not even doing like a good yell, but he manages to hit the note. It's fucking hilarious. We got to find those and put them on Facebook. That'd be great.
Yes, we do. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And we should go do that kind of stuff too, eh?
I agree.
We
We
could.
can just randomly stand out in the streets and tell people to fuck off just because we're bored. Hear somebody yell down the street, fuck you. Whatever.
Yeah. We're bored.
Yeah, don't judge us.
This is all messed up too because you know how we're supposed to social distance each other.
Yeah.
There's even been people capturing videos of people in lineups outside of buildings, and they're all huddled in little groups, all yakking and talking to each other. Like, wow, this isn't working, folks.
I just seen our buddy Peter just posted on here. I shared that with a couple of my Italian friends. Dude, if you have it, share it onto the HeikaDelic Show Facebook page. Just share it there if you can, or at the very least, send it to me, and we'll put it up. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's like, welcome to Toronto. Everyone just tell them to go fuck themselves. No one's being harmonious and singing and shit. Or just go fuck yourself. It kind of reminds me of, if you've ever watched the Family Guy Star Wars saga that they redid, which was fucking brilliant. If you've never seen it, oh my God, I'm a huge Family Guy fan. But that part where you see the Italians hanging out the window, and it's kind of coinciding with a moment in Star Wars. They're all yelling at the window, "Hey, shut up! No, you shut up!" And it kind of goes back and forth. It kind of reminded me of that when I seen it. Yeah, it was great. Really? Yeah. Oh yeah, I love Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane, that dude is one brilliant motherfucker.
I've never seen that.
What, the Family Guy ones or Family Guy period? You never watched Family Guy?
No, I don't have cable here, man.
Holy fuck, man! You don't have any. You are really like just fucking living back in the 1800s, aren't you?
Yeah,
I'm surprised you have a cell phone. No.
Oh yeah, it's funny. I talk to people and they talk about TV shows, right? Oh, have you seen this one? Have you seen this? And I kind of look at it and go, no. And they go, what do you watch? I said, nothing. I don't have cable. And they're like completely fucking stunned.
Wow. I'm stunned.
No cable, no internet.
Well, I have my cable is actually like internet cable.
Yeah.
But I'm not even a big. I don't tend to watch a whole lot of television up until recently. But I have gotten into a few shows, like obviously like Vikings we were talking about, and I love The Mandalorian because I am a Star Wars geek. But that was brilliant. If you like Star Wars, you haven't checked out Mandalorian, it's amazing. But yeah, I don't, and if I do, it's usually on in the background. It's the only thing I do watch religiously when it's on, and it's not right now, is hockey. I am a hockey fanatic, but. And I like watching. Oh yeah, I watch NHL. I watch the OHL. Anything. I love it all. I don't. I like watching different teams. I don't care. I just like it. I enjoy it. But yeah, and so when this all happened, I started watching other stuff. But yeah, I'm really not a big TV guy normally. Right. So, but I have managed. Just before this all kind of happened, I started putting aside some time just to kind of relax by myself. Which is interesting because I don't watch TV very much. Mm-hmm. I kind of like, I had to kind of settle my brain down somehow. So have some edibles, right? And watch Vikings. It's badass. Oh, if you're high, it's fucking the shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of shows are different when you're high.
So
all shows are different when you're high. And watch Family Guy if you're high. That's awesome to watch as well.
I was watching. I was high and I was watching Brickleberry.
Oh, I know that. That's on Netflix, right?
That's the freaking cartoon, man.
Yeah, on Netflix. That is pretty funny too. There's a few celebrities I think that do that show. Am I correct? I'm trying to remember now. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I think so. Yeah.
I can't remember who's in that. And because my guitar player Rob actually got me onto that one, and I started watching it for a little bit, and it is still on Netflix, right? As far as I know.
Tara,
I should go back and watch that.
Tara, hang on a minute.
All you do is just
Tara, who's that?
Watching the very first episode.
Tara, there's somebody standing behind you that.
Okay, this has gotten all fucked up. Ringo's talking, you're talking, and Ringo's cutting out. I don't know what he's trying to say.
I don't know what Ringo's saying either. He keeps cutting out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you were there for a second.
Oh. Yeah, I was just wondering who that was behind you, Terry.
What's that?
I was just wondering who that was behind you. I thought it was Randy or somebody over there.
That's my friend. I told you I'm having a seance down here.
Okay.
He's from one of the other dimensions. I brought him in. I get lonely.
That you do. Did you load up on Kleenex? Everybody else went toilet paper.
I'm hoping it's a succubus, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a couple of those.
We were talking about.
Hang on,
we were on the phone the other day, folks, and we're talking about having a blow-up doll on Terry's couch behind him. That would have been
my blow-up doll.
Named Patches.
Patches. Yeah.
So where everybody went after toilet paper, Terry went after tissue, right?
That's right.
And,
And that's
and
actually a true
lotion.
story. I did, because there was no toilet paper and I was worried about not getting any. And I bought boxes of fucking tissue paper. Because I'm not one to go out and hoard shop and just fucking grab everything off the shelf. And of course, when this all happened, I was like, well, shit, where am I going to put that now? So I had to go find something.
My buddy just posted a thing on Facebook today, and it's a picture of an empty package of rolling papers.
Right.
Well, I finally finished the last thing I could wipe my ass with.
That's pretty horrible if you're using rolling papers to wipe your ass. Fingers are going through that, you're getting dirty.
So that's why you got to put the little piece aside for your fingernail.
Right. That's one of my favorite shows. I've watched that one so many times when that all happened and you were showing that. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'll do it again one day when I'm live.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I do. We are totally missing you on this Facebook deal, though. It is unfortunate you don't have internet out there because, this still shoddy is really just not cutting it. But, it's at least got your face there showing people, hey, but, and then, of course, right above your head now it says your mic is muted because the way we have to do it, our technology is a little fucked. So we're trying to work around it. And then I actually decided, well, I'll shut my mic off on my laptop because I'm the one that's running that. Yeah. And then it wouldn't let me on at all because it shut off because I had no mic. It shut off my camera, everything on it. And then I had to sit here and figure out how to get it all. Holy fuck! It was just a fuck around all night. Yeah, technology is awesome when it works. But if you have problems with it, holy fuck.
See, that's why I like the old big switchboards. You just have all the little toggle switches.
Right, yeah. All the old, anything analog is easier.
Yeah. You turn off anything you want, turn on anything you want, you're good to go.
Oh, actually, I shouldn't really say that analog is necessarily easier. If you're in recording, not necessarily.
No. I haven't heard from our buddy Gary in a while. You still there, pal?
I am still here. Paul writes in from Orlando, Florida. He says, yeah, I know no bands are really touring or doing anything. All the clubs are closed here, and it's a shame. But someday, I wish you guys would come down here. I went online and listened to your music of both of the bands, and I absolutely love it. Looking forward to someday maybe seeing you in Orlando, Florida. And that's from Paul.
I'd love to. In a heartbeat, I'd love to, my friend. Thank you so much for the love, brother.
And let's see, Hannah from Ottawa says, sounding good, guys. Bored out of my mind. I've been masturbating heavily in the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
And that's all she says, I think. Yeah.
Wow,
excellent.
I wonder if she's doing that right now.
I'm going to go with yes, just because it makes me feel better.
I don't think anybody could masturbate listening to us.
Hey, you know what? Don't be so hurtful, okay? Like Ringo, who's always going on about having the voice of an angel, and I have a voice of a devil. So you know what? It's perfect.
It's perfect, eh?
Let's all just sit back and touch ourselves. Oh yeah.
All right, Gary, keep going.
Yeah, carry on.
Dorothy, Oakville, Ontario, listening to you guys tonight for the first time. My boyfriend listens to you when he can every other week. Love you guys. Love you guys. You're funnier than hell.
Awesome. Well, you tell your boyfriend we're on every week now, so he's going to have more fun.
That's right.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Sam wants to know, I don't know if Sam is a girl or a guy. It could be Samantha or Samuel.
Yeah.
And Sam just says, does Terry and Johnny live together?
Oh, no, we don't. Not at all.
But you guys do hold hands in public.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, funny story.
Now, if you're on Facebook, you would have just seen Ringo get super excited by that, not me.
Terry, remember that time we were outside the music hall, right? And we were walking along.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, yeah. You've heard it a million times.
Brutal. Yeah. No, we don't live together, actually. We very much live separately. Just my son and I live together, and that's it. And I plan on keeping it that way. Ringo. Nice.
like when you're
Unless I become homeless.
when you're having
What's
sex,
that?
when you're having
There's
sex.
one more email, right, Gary?
Oh, okay, let's do one more email.
And this one is from Tito. And Tito says, "Hello, gentlemen. So glad to hear that all of you are healthy. We worry about you. Thanks for giving us some entertainment. These nights have been very, very boring. I'm not working, so I don't have to go to bed early. I'm staying up late, and it's blowing my mind that there really is nothing to watch or do. But listening to you guys, it's a blessing. And thank you." And that's from Tito.
Tito.
Wow, Tito.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Where was that email from, G?
He doesn't say.
I think it's
Oh,
Hollywood
okay,
Hills.
okay.
It might be Michael Jackson's
Well-
brother, right?
Well, Tito, you know what? We're on every Monday night, but if you're that bored and need something to listen to, Reality Radio has shows on every night. So feel free to tune in.
Absolutely. I mean, they're not likely as crazy as this, but
No, they're
they got lots of shows for sure.
Let me ask you guys something though.
Yeah.
Your website is coming up and coming, which is fantastic. And the audio files you can place on there, as you know, for people to listen to it as a podcast. So you can listen to past shows of the HeikaDelic show as soon as they get that up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Absolutely.
put up on our screen the Reality Radio site, and for those of you, we have thousands of listeners dialing into the audio on Reality Radio 101, and but this is kind of what it looks like if Facebook friends, if you're out there.
Yep.
So there it is there, and basically for those that are gonna hook us or hook up to just the audio portion, because you can do that while you're doing lots of things, working in the office, all that, working in a shop, play us or play the station. And so if I were to hit this button now, it would go live to our show, because we're obviously streaming to it now. But when we're offline, there's other great shows. I think Gary, there's about 14 or something you run, and then there's a lot of great music, all licensed, of course, and so they do a great job down at the studio, and it's really brought us into a global stage, right? So we're trying to parallel
I
that
just
with our
realized
media.
Ringo, at the bottom of that, it's got DFH Studios, which is our good buddy. That's his Dell's, I guess, his YouTube channel and his studios and stuff. He's got a lot of stuff going on as well. So yeah.
So yeah, if you can't get to a computer, you can certainly just even from your phone, if you want to listen to tunes. Everybody, you either got your own tunes or you stream to YouTube or something, Spotify. But you can go to Reality Radio 101. I mean, they're very similar to Spotify in that way. You can listen to
Speaking of
constant
tunes, Gary, I need you to play that special tune again, and I want everybody to grab a beer and get ready.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And I need to open it. All right, I'm opening it now. Cheers, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, mine's empty. Hang on. I got nothing. I'll have to get another beer.
Oh, well, don't you suck then?
I'll have to get another beer.
It's all right. I'm drinking enough for all three of us.
I know.
I want to also bring to
I'm
everybody's.
always looking out for you guys.
Sure.
What's this you got going on here?
Okay.
Oh, you're showing more reality radio stuff.
Yeah, but I want to show something else here. So
if you're not on Facebook, he's showing some stuff for the viewers on there right now in regards to reality radio that everyone's tuned into on reality radio.
So any recent plays you can go on and you can pick. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. There was a Walker's Clay banner that showed up, and
Walker's Clay. You mean Rockers K?
Walker's K. Sorry, did I say Clay? Sorry, but Walker's K. My apologies. Gary, do you guys have a website out there?
What the fuck?
So that's Gary's band.
What are you doing here?
I'm noodling. So
Yeah, stop noodling.
Gary, your band is. Do you have a Facebook?
Yeah. Just I think it's just Walker's K on Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you go put a like on that as well.
I have
And
it.
the K, is that with a C or a K?
It's
Walker's
C-A-Y.
Walker's K.
Walker's K.
There you go, folks. Check it out. Gary's got a great band.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much, gentlemen.
And see,
Oh, there it is. He's actually brought it up on Facebook, Gary. He's brought up your Facebook page, so he's showing that off to everyone. So put a like on it.
Yep.
see, and I would say that's more like a voice of an angel.
Well,
Absolutely. I agree. Oh, here he goes. He's actually playing something on here for you, Gary.
Wow. What song?
There you go. Stand Up. It's just you playing a... Oh, yeah. This is a video I think he's did for it.
What a great sound.
Shit there, Ringo. Good job. Oh, well, yeah, it is. It's a video.
That's our rehearsal.
Yep. You guys did like a rehearsal thing set up, right?
Yeah, we got one on there. I think you can stand up in our rehearsal. But
You know what? Gee, let me ask you, what would you like out of anything you guys have put out on YouTube? What song would you like us to put out on our Facebook?
it would either be the two new ones now, which YOY is one of the songs. It's coming out in 2 more days from our label down in Pennsylvania. It's called YOY. And or Tell Me. Those are the 2 newest songs, and those are the ones we like to push. The this fantastic lyric video is coming out in another day or so for YOY, and it's pretty cool the way it was done. So yeah.
And here's Tell Me by Walker's Cave.
Who's your label, G?
It's called MTS Records, and they've done quite a bit with quite a few artists now. Things.
Awesome. All right, we'll put that up. We'll definitely put something up on the HeikaDelic Show Facebook page, so you guys on Facebook can check that out. And if you're listening on Reality Radio, make sure you go to Walker's Cave, put a like on theirs, and while you're there, put a like on the HeikaDelic Show, and go on to their video and put a thumbs up on the video too. It's all about spreading love. Now's the time to do it. We're all sitting here doing nothing, so go on and love the artists, because you know what? It is. This is what it's all about. We've got nothing else to do but listen to music.
I'll tell you something. Not to interrupt you, but we were scheduled to do a 40-date tour, and that was all canceled.
Oh, really? Eh? Where were you? Where was the tour?
All through the U.S.
Nice.
So it's gone right now, and they're thinking of maybe talking about picking it up again in August.
Well, the thing is that scares me, and maybe it's just here in Canada. They're talking no shows now until next. I like 2021.
Oh,
fall.
no, man.
Yeah, I've been seeing it for 2 days now from the head honchos in the Canadian government and everything. So I don't know what's going on. Again, I mean, Trump right now is he was trying to have everything open for last weekend, but now he's trying for May. So you might be good to go in the U.S., but what's going on in New York City and stuff, and people that have called, messaged in, that's terrifying.
But the thing of it is, regardless of that, because I do have a lot of underlying health conditions. I was born with a real bad heart, and I've had 4 surgeries, heart surgeries, and all kinds of things. And so I'm not in any hurry to get around people unless I really have to. So I want to make sure this is okay, right?
Yeah. In the U.S. right now, it is those numbers are just astronomical. So. Yeah, so please don't go until this is done.
For sure.
Hey, Gary, you might have a weak heart, but you got a big heart. So good.
That's true. That's true.
Very nice of you to say that, gentlemen. I really mean it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's all a blur.
Absolutely. Yeah, everything's always a blur, right? I agree.
Well, it is.
Usually because I'm drunk, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, guess what I'm getting right now?
Oh, this could be odd. Like, you're not getting pegged or something weird, are you?
No, I'd be.
I'm sorry. You opened that door. I had to throw it in there. Oh yeah.
You had right there, didn't you?
I did automatically. It's kind of how I roll. Look, I hang around you asshats far too much, And I'm going to be honest with you. Both of you are older than me. You should probably be setting an example. Just saying.
We are.
Yeah, that's right. Which is why I'm such an asshat myself. So, thank you.
I'm getting a foot massage right now.
Are you really?
Wow.
What's his name?
It's fucking awesome.
What's the masseur's
It's
name?
like there's seven little Chinese ladies on my feet right now.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah. I better not hear any weird sounds in the background after this either, right?
Yeah, you just might hear a little grunt here and there, but
Little grunt. And no sucky. Better not hear that either.
okay. I do hear we have some more emails though.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, we have 5.
Wow. Nice,
Yeah.
Gary. Let's hear them.
Love it.
Okay,
Fucking love
Nancy, don't know where Nancy's from. She says, I just tuned in a little while ago, and I know you guys are in a band. What are the names of the bands, and where can I go to look you guys up?
I'm in.
Talk about Toad and MCM.
Probably Walker's K as well. There was 3 bands we've been talking about. So
Well, she wrote in before that.
before that, okay. So MCM. Well, you can take that one there, Ringo.
So if you go to Facebook, we're on Facebook. So it's Motor City Maniacs, and yeah, you'll find most of our stuff there. So
Awesome.
and my new project is.
My-
Oh, sorry, Terry.
What's that?
My new project I'm working on. It's mostly about ballads. I got inspired by Leon from the Lazies, but my solo project is really about, it's all ballad. So the name of the band, if you want to look it up, is called Blood Rock Sausage.
You're such a fucking asshole. No, it's not. He's just being a douche. My band, Tears of a Deity, you can go to Facebook and find us there, but you can also go to, pretty much any download or streaming site you can find us. We've got a couple or 3 songs, depending on where you go. We released a new single in, March? Into the Storm, which is on pretty much every streaming site now and download site. Same with the one we released last year, Save Me. Same thing, Spotify, iTunes, you name it, it's there. So Tears of a Deity. Yeah, you can get us pretty much anywhere worldwide right now.
Kind of ironic, Terry, because you put it into the storm out, and then all of a sudden we get whacked with COVID. So thanks a lot.
That's right. You're welcome, motherfucker.
You can
You're
also
welcome.
Terry's band has found an alternate
It's
way.
my fault. I caused COVID.
Right.
It wasn't the 5G towers. It was Tears of a Deity.
That's-
We did this.
So
Yeah.
Watch
you
songs
can-
more often.
You can find
we are technically the Antichrist.
you can find their merch.
We're called Tears of a Deity.
You can find their merch at your local
Go ahead, Gary,
municipality
give us some
dump.
more.
Okay, Todd writes in, don't know where Todd is from. Here's to
Oh.
you guys. But what's that?
I was going to say, people, when you send us an email, tell us where you're from. We'd
Yeah.
love to know
Yes, please do. We'd like to know that. It's just good, for us to know. It's awesome. See where
Just like-
we're reaching.
like Todd here, he's from nowhere.
Well, Todd says, here's to you guys opening up a cold beer tonight, listening to you. Great entertainment. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Todd. Nice.
Denise writes in, also, Denise, we do not know where she is from, but she says, I love your show. Love you guys. You are very funny. And God, did I need that in this time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are so happy to be here for everyone.
We're hearing every Monday now for you people.
Yeah, every Monday. What a time to start this. But you know
I know,
what?
eh?
As far as I'm concerned, it's the best time to start this.
It is, because people need stuff, and we just had an opportunity to show up, and we just jumped at it and said, okay, man, let's do it every Monday.
Fucking right we did.
Here we are. Carry on,
Yep.
Gary.
Okay, Sarah, Oakville, Ontario.
Hey, Oakville.
Wow.
I work for a big company out here, Ford, and we have been laid off for several weeks.
Oh, shit.
Bored out of my mind. Don't know what to do. My boyfriend listens to you guys often, and we're sitting here now listening to you. Funny show. Thanks for the laughs.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
And same to you, Sarah's boyfriend. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we don't know what the fuck your name is.
You know what?
Right, yeah, that's true. We know.
Everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's in the same
Who else
boat.
you got,
So
Gary?
And last one is from Mitch from Boston. Enjoying the show, trying to stay healthy. Hope you guys will do the same. Take care, Mitch from Boston.
Thanks, Mitch. That's
Thank
awesome.
you, Mitch from Boston. That is awesome. We appreciate you listening.
Glad you're listening.
Well, Ringo, I noticed you brought a comment up on Facebook here. This, I'm not even sure. I'm assuming that's Christian.
yeah, it's
Camilo?
Christian
I'm sorry,
Camilio.
David, and you, am I right? You're this message. Are you Colombia? I guess that's what that is.
He's
That's
from
pretty awesome.
from
And thanks
Colombia.
for all the balloons.
Yeah.
There's no other message. You put a bunch of balloons, so he's obviously digging the show. So thank you so much, brother. And we appreciate you being on Facebook with us today.
Or maybe it could be Pennywise the clown sending all the balloons up, right? And we're
And maybe that's it. Maybe after my comment earlier about Bill Sarsgaard being in Vikings, maybe that's what it's all about.
it could be.
Yeah.
We don't know. But if you want to clarify, Christian, feel free to do that. But interesting name,
Yeah,
Christian
please do.
Camilio Gutierrez Esvido.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try that because I can't.
Saludos, Medallion, Colombia. So, we put out a campaign recently, and it's going to grow pretty exponentially across the globe. So we put an ad campaign out that can get potentially in the front of 290,000 potential viewers on Facebook. So we did that, and we've been getting very interesting results over the last couple of days. So that's good. We're looking
It's
forward.
been awesome, and we're super excited to have everybody put likes on it from all over the place. And you know what? We're trying to grow the family, whether it's on reality radio, Facebook, YouTube, where we are working on all of this, and we just want to bring everybody together, enjoy the show, and we're going to continue spreading love. And like I said earlier in the show, we want to get back to the music as well. It's just we haven't been able to connect everything as of yet to make that happen properly, because we do not want to do any injustice to anybody's music that they send us. So until we can cross all of this together, I do not want to bring any bands on, like playing their music and stuff, until we can nail it. Because I do not, like I said, want to do any injustice to anybody's music. So if you've reached out to us and we haven't got back to you, it's not out of disrespect or we don't like you. It's just until all of this, we kind of get it together and figure it all out. I don't want to do this to anybody. So there's so many great bands that we know and that have reached out to us. It's just, we got to get through this. And once we kind of get there, we'll be reaching out to you. Because the cool thing is on Facebook and YouTube and all that, we can bring people into this and actually have you on screen. We just got to get this all kind of figured out and together. And that's
this is what we're working at. And it's been, Firstly, I have to thank Gary, Terry, and Johnny for all the work they've done, because things hit us pretty hard, pretty fast. And next thing you know, there's this social distancing stuff and blah, blah, blah. So I know you guys have all worked super, super hard on trying to keep everything going. And, hats off to you guys. It's freaking awesome.
And I know G on that end of things, he's been dealing with a lot of stuff and trying to get it together on that end. And then we've been dealing with stuff on this end, and it's a matter of trying to collaborate it all together. And frustration is frustration. So like I said earlier, technology is great but imagine trying to take it all and integrating it together. It's not an easy thing to do. So we're working on it. We'll get there.
It's pretty simple if you do things right. Like you said, I'm getting a foot massage. I've had a bunch of beers. I'm also having a martini, and I've had a few edibles. So it's all good, man.
That's good, Heiko.
Heiko, you got an email here from Keisha.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
Read her, buddy.
All right. So Keisha says, it's Keisha from Barrie. Great show, guys. I'm glad I will be able to listen in every week from now on. I'm trying not to go crazy, working at home and living by myself every day. I've been watching lots of Vikings, Letterkenny, and West World to stay sane. I love being able to have drinks with you guys. Cheers, motherfuckers. Is Ringo drinking milk? What the fuck?
He probably is. He's not drinking anything. That's empty, isn't it? Go get a beer, motherfucker. You're just sitting there anyways. Go grab a beer.
See,
Let's do
and
this.
that's the thing. Now we have live stream video. Everybody can see what you're doing.
That's
Get
right.
your other hand back
He's
on
trying
the
to pull a fast one on us, eh?
right? Pour out your
He's
milk.
left the building. He just went to get a beer, so he's listening. That's good. No, you know what? We appreciate all the love. And you know what? Every Monday night, we can all look forward to this, and especially during quarantine time. Yeah, this kind of stuff is needed, and not just by us, by everybody. Whether you're, an artist going out on and doing live stuff on YouTube, or you have a show. Like I've seen a lot of the late night shows doing all this stuff. Awesome.
Yeah. No, that's really good, and it's sad to see that. My big concern now with all the stuff that's going on out there is people aren't really educated enough, because the news media, the government, everybody, they're just giving us little bits of shit here and there. They're not actually telling us how to protect ourselves, what's going on, how it's infecting people. Like, it's really, really sad. They're doing things, but they're dropping the bomb by not educating the people, right?
Right.
And the media, as far as I'm concerned, they can all just go fuck themselves, because they're not helping the situation at all. All they're doing
The one thing that's kind of concerned me about all of this isn't even the virus. It isn't the death toll or any of that. It's the fact that the military presence, and I keep seeing videos, and I want to know what the truth is behind this, because I've seen videos here in Canada of the Canadian military shipping tanks, like tank after tank after tank. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I get the military presence helping out. Like, that's why we have them. Help out your own people. The last I checked is tanks are not going to defeat the coronavirus. So what the fuck is with all the tanks and shit, right? Like, wow, that's the concerning part to me. And I know it's happening in the U.S. as well. I've seen videos from the U.S. of tanks being shipped and shipped and shipped. And I've seen it here in Canada, and I'm like, what the fuck war are we getting ready to fight? You know what I mean? Like, that's what scares me about all this. It isn't even the fucking virus. Not to get too heavy, because our show isn't supposed to be about this, but that is the one concern I have. So let's get back to having a few laughs and a few beers. So that's my view.
I can't get heavy on this either, but what you just said is the government versus the people. Right? That's the game. But the one thing that I just wanted to bring up, the way the media is just making me mad. It's disgusting how they were doing this. There was a video that was released. Somebody got this on their cell phone, and it is a man being dragged off a Philadelphia city bus because he was not wearing a mask. Have you seen it?
No, I have not. Where was this?
In Philadelphia. So anybody that's listening, go ahead, Google it, whatever you want to do. It's all over the internet.
Right.
It's a man, and he's being pulled off the bus by his arms and legs by, I guess, they look like police, right?
Right.
Everybody's wearing a mask. He's not wearing a mask.
I'm wearing a mask right now.
Media has done, they have blown this out of proportion, saying the police are crazy, the government's crazy, blah, blah, blah. This poor man. You know what? The way I look at this, I go, everybody in the world right now is being told to stay at home and to wear masks because there's a pandemic going on. This fucktard is on city transit and he's not wearing a mask. So they told him to get off the bus and he refused. And if it got physical, right?
Really?
Yeah. The way the media, watch the video for yourself, everybody, and look at it. You know, it's something very, very simple. So you have these people out there that don't give a shit. They don't care. They just are going against what everybody's telling them. And then you have the police and the military and whoever else who's trying to enforce the laws the government's making, right? So,
Right.
I just see a big dickhead on a bus who should be
I see
ashamed of himself.
Well, with that being said, I see a big dickhead on Facebook right now. That's a perfect transition. Ringo literally sat down with a Star Wars mask on, and it's fucking awesome. He's got something to say.
Is he still drinking milk, though?
Probably. Fucking
Yeah, my
God.
mask is a stormtrooper helmet.
Are you there, buddy? Gary?
Yes, I am.
Let me know if there's any more emails, and let us know how much time we have left.
You
Good.
have, I'm looking at the computer, about 5 minutes left. And
Okay.
there are no more emails as of this time, but I'll interrupt you if you get one to come in.
Okay, if we get the
Please
last
do.
one, you just interrupt us.
Sure, for sure. And you got, according to computer time, we got 1:26 on your show. So take 5 minutes and take right up to 11 o'clock, okay?
Okay, thanks,
Perfect.
Paul.
Right.
All right, so we have a few minutes left, boys. Is there, anything you want to throw out there?
Shit, I don't really have much as far as throwing shit out there. Other than watching Ringo be a fucking meathead. It's been a good
Don't
time.
flinging shit off the balcony. I just mean throwing shit
So
out there.
I have something
No,
to say.
I get it.
All right, give me like one minute here.
It's just Facebook's getting a different show right now with Ringo.
Okay, so here's something interesting you can get back to when we can do social gathering and shopping and stuff. But I've been frequenting old like recycled album, like vinyl, right, shops. So I found the head pins. All right, the head pins. So Gary and Heiko, I'm showing this on the screen right now. So the head pins, the turn it up loud, it looks like a Marshall stack. So that's one of them I got. And then I got Ted Nugent, Double Live, Gonzo, Wicked, and Three Dog Night. So all of these were, finds at your local recycled record shop. And but the one thing I found that I think is interesting is because I've been listening to it during, COVID, finding things to do. There's not a lot of great shit and a lot of reruns on TV, but so I've been looking at vinyl, right? Looking at stuff I want to listen to in that. So when I was in that shop, I found this band here. They're called Rabbit with a W, W-R-A-B-I-T. This guy on here, this guy right here in the corner, there. His name is David Applin. David Applin used to play with Kid Wicked, which was Sebastian Bach and some of the Skid Row founders. He also used to play with Lee Aaron, another great Canadian band. And he happened to marry my cousin. So interesting fun fact and story here is I saw Rabbit touring with Black Sabbath back in the 80s. So I saw these guys live. They were an opening act for Black Sabbath. And lo and behold, years later, he hooks up with my cousin. They do the Whittly Woo, and now they're married. So, but he's a fabulous musician. He's got a baking shop in Scarborough. It's called Cliffside Bakery. If I got that right. But you can look them up on Facebook, Amazing Baked Goods. And they're another one of those companies that are really struggling right now because, they're in the food business. So they've got to, they're getting, like every company and restaurant, they're getting through this with takeout. And be respectful in the lines. And don't be an asshole. All right. Because there are a lot of them out there. I unfortunately I had to go out to get some essential meat and stuff like that. But I'm very respectful. I'm very cautious. I stand behind the lines. It's the time you need patience, but you absolutely have to respect people because man, I'll tell you, frustrations, like to Heiko's point, can just go right for a complete dump, right? And you wind up getting into a lot of trouble. So, and support your local businesses that have, are providing takeout. Remember that there is just as important as some of the healthcare frontline workers and everybody else, right? So,
yeah, and my wife is a frontline worker, and
Yes, she is.
I'm telling you, it's like she's going to battle every day. It's wild. I don't know how she does it. So my hat's off to all the nurses and doctors out there
Yes.
fighting this disease. It's unbelievable what you're doing.
I agree, 100%. Everybody that's on the front lines, and yeah, like all the nurses and doctors and stuff, but you also have all the people in the grocery stores and all those people that are dealing with the public. It is a big deal, and thank you for doing it. I've stood in many lines. I always look for the shortest, but you know what?
Yeah.
I could never imagine, and I've heard some horror stories through this too. I mean, look at the poor guy in Quebec. He was working at a Walmart, and he was security, and literally was just new on the job. And some guy pulled in the parking lot, wasn't happy about, I guess, the lineup, so took off and run the guy over. And he was in critical condition. I don't know. I haven't heard anything if he is still with us or not, and I hope to God he is. But that's the kind of bullshit that cannot happen.
No.
It was like when I posted on Facebook, if you're on my personal Facebook, but the beer stores, they got hacked here.
Yeah.
And if you're going in, be patient because it's not their fault. Trust me, I'm going to have to assume they would sooner be sitting at home and getting paid to be there than dealing with assholes coming in and being complete douchebags. My son, he works at a pizza shop, and there's people in there being complete fucking assholes, and that stuff is just not acceptable. You know what I mean? We're all humans, and we all deserve to be treated accordingly. And if you are going to go in and deal with this, and you have to go out, just be respectful because these people are there for you, helping you.
Well, there's even your garbage is still being picked up. Those guys are being exposed. Like all that stuff. Like just thank the people that are still making everything work.
Absolutely.
And the one thing that all of our listeners can do, the point that you just made, there are assholes out there. And if you see an asshole, don't confront them, don't get close. But you know what? We have technology. Record them on your cell phone and then send that to the police. So these motherfuckers that are doing this kind of shit to cashiers and security guards, these people should be arrested and fucking charged.
Right. I actually see
that behavior.
I seen something on Facebook, and I don't recommend this, but I was like, fuck yeah. There was this absolute piece of shit in a grocery store, and he spit on like some fruit. And one of the workers there, literally, before the guy even realized to come up, punched, like, I don't even think he punched, he slapped this motherfucker right to the ground. Yeah. And it was brilliant. I'm like, that is a piece of shit that deserves that. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to assume that guy probably got, charged.
Yeah, I mean,
we
want to be careful. We're not condoning that you resort to violence.
No, please don't take it as, we want you to do that. We don't condone it.
I think the real point there is the fact that something like that, it's like when we had the fear of HIV, right? When somebody had HIV and they spit on you, you could actually get charged with assault or, and I think is somebody spitting on you at any given time without a disease or whatever, or the pandemic, it's still assault, right? Right. So
and that's what I'm saying. Take your cell phones out, people. Record, to stand back, record what's going on. Don't get yourselves in trouble.
Right.
And report it to the authorities with proof. Right.
And Mike, having said that,
that's
great
it,
point. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Great points, you guys.
Do you know where your children are?
Yeah. I'm gonna I'll roll your outro music, and you guys can say your goodbyes.
Okay, you guys say what you got to say, and I'm gonna go through the list here.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being on Facebook tonight and of course, tuning in on reality radio. It means everything to us. And if we were able to help you through anything, we're super happy about that. We're just glad to be there for you.
Yes, reality radio is the future. So I want to thank Derek. He's the guy, Mr. Yeast Infection. Then there's Karen from Wichita, Kansas. Jen from New York City, who's been on many a time. Thank you, Jen. And Mike from TO. Linda from New York City. Madison. Mary from TO. Tracy, a new listener from Detroit. And Ron, poor Ron. Ron, he's got the ugly wife. Remember?
Oh, he didn't say she was ugly. He just said that he wanted to watch us as opposed to look at her. I don't want to assume.
Okay. Oh yeah. And Paul from Orlando, Florida. We'll come see you one day, buddy. And Hannah from Ottawa. Dorothy from Oakville. Another new listener. Thank you. Sam, Tito, Nancy, Todd, Denise, Sarah from Oakville, Mitch from Boston, and Keisha from Barrie. Wow, I love the list tonight. Thank you, people, for being a part of our show. Are you still there, Johnny?
I'm here.
Oh, he's being a meathead right now with a.
I'm here.
Sorry, Mr. Meathead. We are done. Again, all you people listening, we are going to be on every single Monday night now. And we have all our stuff on Facebook. We have a webpage, HeikaDelicShow.com. So please join us, like us on Facebook, and we will see you here again next Monday at 9:15 roughly on Reality Radio 101. And you guys are listening to the HeikaDelic Show. Yeah, baby. Yeah. See you guys in a week.
Thank you for listening to the HeikaDelic Show with your host, HeikaDelic, right here.
I just kind of fucking went out there.
101.
It's all good, man.
You guys want to chat after?
I can for a bit, sure.